All right, here we go. Medium reading for Bree. Okay, so Bree, we've had a lot of males for you recently, and tonight we have a female. Hmm. This could be interesting because she seems like she's upset about something. I want to describe her personality as a firecracker. You know what I'm talking about? You know what it means when you call somebody a firecracker? Um, that's what I want to describe her as. Like she seems like she's got some pent up anger that can sometimes come out as aggression. Okay, I need to personally have a conversation with this lady because she's not calming down. So hold on tight, and I shall return. Okay, she's calmed herself down. So now let's see if we can figure out who she is. She said something about jewelry. Jewelry. I'm trying to get some information from her about herself so that we can figure out who she is. So she is presenting herself as being like not old, like middle-aged. So I would say she's of a generation, one generation above you, and I'm leaning towards kind of like an aunt kind of relationship. Um that but I'm not sure if it's biological. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask you if you know who this might be because she has a very specific personality and she could be an aunt type of figure, and she's saying something about jewelry. So if you do you have any idea who that is so far? If not, we can get it for more blah blah blah. We can get more information. It sounds like you You're not, you can't, no, Bree, you can't be a crazy firecracker lady. Are you? You're here for a minute. Okay. Well, hello, Salty. I'm sad that you can't be here the whole time tonight. Lucy's singing some Katy Perry. That would be a great lyric in a song. I think it is, yeah. You're thinking though. Jewelry, I'm not wearing my tiger's eye. Okay. But Bree, you're not sure of who this person might be? It's interesting you mentioned the tiger eye, and I didn't pull a tiger eye, but a lot of these stones are very similar looking to the tiger eye. You don't have an aunt that's passed. Okay. So remember I was saying it doesn't feel like it's biological, like a biological aunt. So think about like an older, a generation above you female. Do you have any older cousins that would have been like more like your parents' age? Or would there be another woman that would have kind of been like an aunt, but she wasn't related to you? We can get some more information too, if we're not sure yet. I'm trying to make a better point of stopping and asking when before I just go and get like a ton of information, because sometimes you guys will say that you know who it is, but I'm not looking, so I have no idea that, 5 minutes ago you said you knew who it was. So I'm trying to make a better effort at stopping at points to ask you before I just, let it flow all the way. Have all men in my family and half of them have passed. Goodness gracious almighty. Okay. All right, so let's get some more information from this entity, person, spirit, whatever might be happening. Only thing I can think of is my Nana's mom. So like your great grandma? Or my dad's side of the family. Okay, we'll keep thinking about it, and I'm gonna get some more information from her. She's still talking about jewelry. The jewelry. What about the jewelry? Someone has it? Who shouldn't have it? She's real pissed off about this jewelry. Somebody has her jewelry who's not supposed to have her jewelry. Okay. Now that that's cleared up, maybe we can get some more information about who she is so that we can possibly figure this out. Put your Nancy Drew hats on, people. Get out your Sherlock Holmes pipes. Time to be detectives. She said, you know. So clearly this lady has a little bit of an attitude, which I knew because she's like a firecracker. But not in the good Katy Perry way, firecracker. She's like feisty. and she's angry, and she's wants to tell us her message, but if we don't know who she is first, her message doesn't mean anything. So we got to get some more information from her. Okay, she said, she said, I'm riled up. She's riled up, which is like a total like southern thing to say. So is this lady like from the south? Oh my goodness. She's just she's having a really hard time letting go of earthly things. Um and I feel like we need to talk about this a little bit, so maybe we can help her a little bit because she's very upset and really in her present state, these physical material things shouldn't matter as much anymore to her. So there's got to be a reason why. So we're doing spirit therapy now, just in case you have just joined us. Why is this lady so obsessed with these earthly things? She said, they're my mamas. But like the mom doesn't isn't worried about them anymore. So like why is she so worried about them? There's got to be some sort of disconnect here between her and her mom, and it's making her feel guilty for letting something go. She feels guilty about something. So I'm psychoanalyzing the spirits here. She feels guilty about something that happened with her mother, and because of that she feels like it was her responsibility to that this jewelry was supposed to go where it was supposed to go to. And because she has this guilt that she's not admitting to herself, she is not able to let go of the physical material things in and move on and move onward. But her mom doesn't care about it anymore. Now I've made her cry. Oh my goodness. Oh. So, Bree, I have no idea who this person is. Do you have any idea who this person might be and why she would come in for you? Or is there anybody else in the chat that's watching that would know who this is? This is a very specific situation with a very specific personality and situation that's so specific. I feel like if someone knew about it, you would have to know that it belongs to you. So does anybody know what's going on here? Yeah, your great grandma, but I don't know my dad's side. The jewelry. You got the pipe. Okay, good. I don't know if it's that kind of pipe, Brie. Wrong hat, but it's the only emote you got. Thanks, Sylvie. You still like the hat? As my grandpa used to say, she's feeling froggy. Yes. spirit therapy. Yay, Void Cat Witch. I'm glad you made it home safe. And Bree said the same thing. I have no idea. Clueless but interesting. Could you repeat the thing again? Yeah, we'll go over it one more time because I haven't written any of it down. I don't know either. I'm thinking seriously hard right now, but the only thing I can think of is my ring my Nana gave me when I was 10, and you haven't taken it off since. So yeah, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. So it could be that this is a hijack. It could be that this is a hijack. It could be that this is a spirit who needed some help and just decided to come pop in, ranting and raving. And I feel like we've already made some breakthrough with her because she started crying. So I don't know what's going on, but it's like Keisha said, it's interesting. Okay. Rotator Tot doesn't want any messages tonight. Okay, so let's go over what has been happening. So everybody listen, even if you've been lurking or you were not really paying attention or you weren't planning on getting a reading, you've been in the queue, and it's not your turn. It could be now. Rotator Tot said I'm on busy signal. Okay, so we have a female, and Midnight Rain Love has put some information in there too. She is aunt-like, but I don't think she's necessarily biologically related as an aunt. So I'll just say not bio. She's a firecracker. She's very upset about jewelry not going where it should have. It was her mother's. There's a guilt there about the mother. And then what else? Midnight Rain Love said older lady highly upset from a missing piece of jewelry, maybe an aunt to someone, and she won't let go of it because it belongs to her mom. Yes, and so she's having a hard time releasing the material physical things because she feels like it was her responsibility. But the mother isn't worried about it. What a soap opera we have going on here. Thank you, Midnight Rain Love. No, that was very helpful because a lot of times when I'm going through all of it and then I go to write it down, I can't remember everything. So thank you. Okay. Do not disturb. Rotator Tot. Put on the do not disturb sign. Yes, I agree. Midnight Rain Love said it well. Did I get an initial? No. The woman is so upset that I can't get any information from her other than the stuff about her jewelry and the other things about her mother is like stuff that I know. Like she didn't give me that information. That was like was it claircognizance? I know it. You know what I'm saying? So does this woman situation sound familiar to you at all? Could this person belong to you? Do you think that it might be yours? Even if some of it doesn't fit, some of it does. Um, okay, Rotator said, not for me, no aunt or aunt-like people that I know of. Doesn't ring any bells for Sylvie. Don't know either, not for Kitchen Bound Lex. Thank you, Tiffany. Who is it? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Little Wing just redeemed clarification card. Good idea, Little Wing. Thank you. Midnight Rain is going to get some coffee. I wish it was a male. I was hoping my Tata would come through. I'm so sorry, Bree. You know we cannot control the spirits. And you have gotten very lucky the past few ones. We've had a lot of people come through for you after you got hijacked a couple times. CMC Airboss says, I have a recently passed aunt that would have an inherited jewelry from her mother. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bree. I know that that's hard. So CMC Airboss. And she could go on a tear at times. Okay. CMC Airboss. I don't know if I was hearing her with a southern accent because that's like kind of my go-to because, you know, I live in Virginia. So, by any chance, did she have a southern accent or was she from the South? Because she said mama and she said, what else did she say? I'm all riled up. Okay. Little Wing redeemed the clarification card. So let's do, we're gonna do the Rider-Waite deck. New England. She wouldn't say riled up. It might just be my interpretation of her because that's how, you know, like, because that's like how I would, that, you know, it's just part of me, I guess. She would get riled up though. Okay. This very well might be her then. Oh, the Knight of Cups. Okay, let's read about this Knight of Cups here. So maybe this card will help clarify some things, but it seems like we might know who this is now. Bye, sweethearts. I'll probably be back later. Have a great weekend. Bye, Salty. Love you. Okay, Knight of Cups. That's not cups. That's wands. Cuppies. Knight of Cups. Okay. Knights are okay. The quest for love brings speedy results that may or may not stand the test of time. Quest for love. Emotional offerings, speed. Reversed means perfectionism and disappointment. It's an air and water element. Air signifies the knight's connection to communication in the mental realm, while his place with the suit of cups gives him a connection to water, which represents love and flowing emotion. I'm not sure what to look at for this. Okay. Consider the motivations behind gestures and your own actions. Are you doing? Oh. Are you doing something purely for recognition and attention? Oh, it's easy to get swept up in emotional experiences, such as idealizing someone or something. Slowing down will allow you to see the person or situation more clearly and enjoy the process as it unfolds. She needs some kind of recognition or attention from her mom. And she's gotten completely swept up in the emotional experiences that are swirling around about this situation with her mother. And she's narrowed it down. She's narrowed her focus down to, if only the jewelry was where it could be, if only the jewelry was what mom wanted, then I would get what I needed from mom. But the jewelry was never the thing. The jewelry was never the thing. I feel like it's important to look at the reversed meaning of this too. So if it's reversed, which it didn't come out reversed, but I feel like there's something to this. It can signify disappointment within a relationship. Disappointment within a relationship, especially if your high hopes and expectations were not met. Wow. Good Lord. This card in reverse can also indicate that you're relying too heavily on your desire for perfection in yourself or another. Adjusting expectations of yourself and others, and forgiving everyone for their shortcomings. Can help you get back into a more positive emotional state. Wow. This thank you, Little Wing, for getting the clarification, because I feel like this is completely 100% what is happening here, and completely 100% of what this lady needed to hear. Her expectations were too high. She expected something that she didn't get. She needs to be forgiving of her own and her mother's shortcomings. She may or may not get what she wanted from her mother ever. So she has to let go and be forgiving. My goodness gracious almighty. Okay. So, all right. What is happening here? CMC Airboss said, okay, this is sounding familiar, but I don't know about the jewelry. And the aunt was kind of an outcast, and she treated her mother poorly in life despite the efforts of her mother. Holy crap. Okay, so CMC Airboss, this is definitely her. So Bree got hijacked. Okay, so this is an aunt. All right. Okay, hold on a second. She recently passed. CMC Airboss, when did she pass? And while you're telling me, I'm going to look at what other people have said here. Let's see. Oh, Bree, you want that book? It's a really good book. Hi, Snail Boo. I'm so sorry the queue is closed. Yes, this is very sad. Yeah, I wanted to start crying there at the end of that card reading. Knight of Cups is usually represents carefree, artistic, and could be a warning card. Go with the flow, but too relaxed. Thank you, Tiffany. I kind of feel like it should have come out in reverse. Good. Midnight Rain is back. Wow, I learned something from this. You really can learn and take things from almost every reading. Oh, thank you, Kitchen Bound Lex. I think you're absolutely right. We all can take something from everybody else's readings, you know. Oh, thank you, Bree. I totally agree. These messages are so deep and so beautiful. Within 5 to 7 years. Holy crap. So she's been freaking out about this for that long. I was kind of hoping you were gonna say like really recently, like she passed away like a year ago or less. But to know that she's been holding on to all of these negative emotions for that long is like it is. It's really sad. Um I definitely walked into the best queue. This is awesome to see how spirit comes through like this. Thank you, Tiffany. Darling, are you learning to be a medium or do your own readings? To Bree, it seems the entity wanted some attention. Absolutely. She needed some help. I feel like you're right. Probably should be reversed. Yeah. Actually, I'm trying to do both, but I got good cards. I've been practicing. Good, Bree. We need another practice night on Discord. She would have held on to it. Okay. All right. So there was so much stuff that came out in this card reading. I don't even know what to write. And in some ways, I don't feel like we need to. I'm just going to write that we got the Knight of Cups. So she wasn't shy about letting people know that she was upset. Yes. Yes. Because she came at me like a wild beast. She came at me with full anger and frustration. Like she needed to tell this information about this damn jewelry. And she wasn't going to like let up until she got it out. But she didn't realize where she came to. Or maybe she did. Because she's not leaving here without doing some healing first. So, CMC Air Boss, I hope that you're okay with me helping your aunt through this. I'm going to connect back with her and make sure she's okay, because when I left her, she was crying, and I know that she's been listening to all of this information. So I'm going to tell her what's up, and hopefully we can help her out some. I think we already have. Okay. CMC Air Boss, will you tell me what her name is, please? I want to speak to her like, you know, person to person here. I'm out of tea. Joan. Ooh, yeah. She's definitely a Joan. Oh, no, not Joni. She's definitely a Joan. I feel like, I don't know. I almost feel like she didn't like Joni. Okay. Okay, so I've completed my session with her, And I asked her if there's anything that she would like to tell you. And she said, don't hold on to things. So I feel like she's already learned. She's already learned. So if you want to know what I told her, this is what I told her. Well, when I went back to her, she was crouched down and she was crying. So I made her stand up and I made her look at me. And I told her that all the things that came, like the same stuff we talked about in the Knight of Cups card, that she has to be willing to forgive her mother for her mother's shortcomings, and she has to forgive herself for her own shortcomings, and that the jewelry never was ever something that she needed to worry about, that she needs to let go of these physical material things. Because it's not, it doesn't serve her anymore to feel that anger constantly all the time. It doesn't serve her, so she needs to release it. And at one point she wouldn't look at me. She wanted to look back down and she was still crying, and I was like, no. I was like, you need to look at me. And then I sent her all the love I could muster for her firecracker self. And I smiled at her and I said that it was going to be okay. And that when she's ready, she needs to meet her mother calmly and allow forgiveness and love into her heart. And she was worried about it because it's not going to be easy. And I said, no, it isn't going to be easy, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that it's impossible. It doesn't mean that you can't. And then I feel like she just, I feel like that was enough for today, for her. And then I asked her if she had any messages for you, and she said, don't hold on to anything. I just found out where the jewelry went. It was supposed to go to my sister, and it might have gone to my cousin instead. Holy crap. I wonder if the cousin would be willing to give some of it back to your sister. That would also it'll appease the spirits. Not that it matters, really, you know? Okay, so I'm just going to write that we helped her with some healing and advice. And her advice for you, her message to you, was to not hold on to things. Don't hold on to things. So think about the things she was holding on to. She was holding on to resentment. She was holding on to anger. She was holding on to frustration, expectations, all of those things. All of them. And look what it did to her. She was completely freaked out like a wild beast. And she couldn't hold it back. Like it was just, it had become her. And I almost feel like because she was so entangled with these physical things that people that would have been in her physical space, like her home that she lived in, or maybe even where the jewelry went to, might have felt that energy or started having weird things happen. Because I feel like she's like, she's not a ghost, but she almost was a ghost, which a ghost is like somebody who is so stuck to the physical plane that they've impressed themselves upon the physical plane because they can't let go of something. So she was not quite. She was like, she wasn't quite stuck in our plane, but she almost was. And I feel like she could have definitely been instigating some things in somebody's physical space in our plane, because of her massive amount of energy that she had built up over all this time. So, wow. Whew. That was a rough one, people. Okay, hold on. Okay, now let me look and see what you guys are typing here. All right. Mama Jenny, healing spirit. Damn right, Keisha. That's my job. That's why I'm here. I'm glad that this is healing for her and your family. Thank you, Bree. Maybe some closure at least. I hope so. When you just relayed that message, your video feed went to less than 160. Really? Are you serious? And then came back? Wow. That's crazy. I'm telling you, her energy was insane. Like, it was massive, the amount of energy she had built up through her own emotions. Yeah, same. I thought it was mine messing up. CMC Airbus, I thought it was me. Apparently it happened to everybody. It's your aunt's energy. It is. Yeah. Do I need a break? I just need some water. Do I need a few minutes? I don't know. This was my reading and I love it. And it goes again. Oh, it's doing it again? Okay. Let's thank her, everybody. Let's together. Let's thank her for coming and letting us help her heal so that she can move on. So everybody send her a loving thought. Joan, remember her name's Joan. Okay, I feel like I had to walk her out. I'm like literally like walking her out. Like, okay, Joan, you know, thank you for coming. Thank you for letting me help you. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you for sharing your story. You can't stay here, you know. Walking her out. Gotta walk her out. Okay. All right. Is my video okay? Is it still messed up? Has it calmed down? Are we still having issues? CMC or boss said, thank you, Joni. You were loved. You still are loved, yes. Everybody's thinking is back to normal now. Sylvie said a little while ago. Thank you, Joan. Sending butterflies and flowers and hearts. Thank you, Mama, for this reading. I appreciate it very much. To not hold things in. You're right, Bree. This reading was for you because the very first thing you said when that energy came through was you felt like it was you. I didn't even think about that. So she came through to help herself and to help you and to give her nephew some help, some advice. Wow, you're right, Bree. It was. Okay. On my head kept telling her it's gonna be okay. Thank you, Tiffany. Everybody's is okay now. So weird you said that. I reloaded and it's good. It's just when I relayed her message. Wow. Okay. And I do hold a lot of shit in, seriously. Why I'm taking this as a reading. You're a troll of grudges. There's always a reason for spirit messages. Yes. Yes, Keisha's right. This one's a good message for everybody too. Don't hold the shit in. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, so Bree is taking this as her reading too. So I'm gonna put your name back on here. We're gonna put Bree and CMC Air Boss. So thank you all for helping with this reading, for giving Joan some love. Thank you, CMC Air Boss, for speaking up, because we never would have been able to put all of this together if you weren't brave enough to say, yes, that's my crazy aunt, taking responsibility. So that was a crazy one. That was really, really a crazy one. I sometimes I feel like shit cannot get any crazier around here, and then it does.
What in the world? This place is weird.
Oh, goodness. Okay. All right, Rogue Tater Tot. So I'm finding out that the COVID club sucks and there's no refund for this club membership, which, that being said, I believe it's high time I retired to my recliner. Rogue Tater Tot, I'm so sorry that you have COVID. Much love and healing energy to you. Get over it quickly. Heal quickly. All right. Okay, so I think we're going to be moving on to the next reading now. Thank you, Bree, for letting that be your reading.